In 2006, the horror video game Silent Hill was adapted into a movie. As you can imagine, it was hot garbage. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 31%. They gave it an F. And I agree, honestly, it's a completely unremarkable film. But at the same time, I love it. I own it on DVD. But it's a bad movie. And by this standard, bad, I would say bad is that it's critically, analytically, it doesn't challenge any ideas, it pushes no boundaries, it's not intelligently written, or it's technically sloppy, like the application of media maybe is mishandled, it's just bad. And so, I'm fully aware of how completely below average Silent Hill is, so I'm not going to get bent out of shape when someone bashes it. I've seen this happen on the internet so many times, guys. So many. Where someone loves a thing, like a game or a song, so much that when someone critiques it, they fly off the handle. It's okay to disagree with a critique, but your counterpoint should be critical, not emotional. So, I want to outline one simple fact. Just because you like a thing doesn't mean it's good, but just because it's bad doesn't mean you can't like it.
Now, just to be clear, I'm not talking about stuff that's marketed to be bad. Like stuff that's so bad that you have to like it, like this garbage. I'm talking about things that are genuinely trying to be good. And you can totally tell when, a scary movie is trying to be psychologically horrifying, and then they just use jump scares. And you can tell when a sad song is trying to tug at your heartstrings, but they just, repeat the usual slurry of expected rhymes and tired imagery. So, back to Silent Hill. Even though Rotten Tomatoes isn't the be-all, end-all of movie ratings, it's a good example. It claims that 63% of audiences enjoyed this film. Why could that be? Well, I enjoyed it because of the really effective practical effects. As you can imagine, I am a fan of practical effects. And, I'm a big fan of really creepy-looking body horror stuff. I also enjoy the majority of the cast that the... Cut this part out. I also enjoy that the majority of the cast is female, even though it's not perfect in that regard. It does pass, every feminist criticism test. So that's pretty rare in a horror movie. Maybe I just like it because I really like Pyramid Head, okay? But when we look at it critically... The runtime is too long. The dialogue is inane. Character deaths aren't meaningful. Lots of tasteless shock factor. Boring ethical and moral standpoints. A lot of world-building issues. And so on. So, my arm just broke. Oh my. I feel so...
Okay, while the art critter gets her arm back on, we're gonna heckle the movie!
I hope you're ready.
I wish that there was a way to get a really good thematic point across without having... Oh, hey, that's a great idea!
Dude, if there's, noxious gas in this town, the fucking dust mask is not gonna help! What the heck? It's not even, a good dust mask! It's like a dollar store dust mask!
They used to say this place was haunted. I think they were right.
It's like they asked the intern to write a line.
Mother needs more food.
These people have apparently been eating canned food since 74. All those people. Tour guide, where are we? We don't want to have to film you jumping over that stupid ravine again, so here's a plot device cable.
Are you alright? Yeah.
Those birds are making every generic stock footage bird noise. We got crows and pigeons and songbirds all in the same flock. Like, that's wacky. Like, they already kind of showed her dying, and now they have to do this? Come on. Sybil's a hottie. Sorry. Here, watch our other garbage movies. Alright, so my arm broke, but we're gonna continue the video, and the setup is all wrong, and like, there's no background anymore. Alright, so here's another example of you can like something even though it's bad. Person 1 says, "Oh, I love the band A-Teens, especially when they made an entire album covering ABBA songs." Person 2 says, "Man, that album is trash, and they didn't even remix the songs that well. It's essentially the same garbage as the original ABBA, but pooped on by early 2000s pop." So here we have person 1 saying, "I like a thing," and person 2 is saying, "I think it's bad." At this point, a lot of people usually want to argue, but y'all aren't necessarily disagreeing. They're very different points. You can argue the second point of, it's bad, with, well, no, here's how it's actually good. Like, let's break down the song and analyze it and stuff like that. But you can't use "I like it" as ammunition for your argument. Your opinion doesn't matter to a critical analysis. It might help a little if you want, just to add flavor, but really, in the discussion of it's good or it's bad, there's no point. Just keep your thoughts to yourself on that. It's catchy and you know what? If you enjoy a terrible thing, and you know it's terrible, just embrace it. It's okay to have guilty pleasures. I mean, that's why they call them guilty. I would love it if you guys would share some of the trash that you like some of your guilty pleasures. That would be awesome. I would love to hear it in the comments, or an email, or carrier pigeon, or whatever your preferred choice of communication is. And remember, like and subscribe, or you'll never see your family again. Pyramid Head is in it, which is always a good thing. Every movie can be improved with the presence of Pyramid Head. Oh, but this is my favorite part! Yes! Why doesn't he get a bigger part? It's okay. Pyramid Head will be back soon. I know. I miss him too. Guys, this is gonna happen again! My favorite part! Yes! Yes! I forgot that was a thing. Sorry.